Hey guys, welcome back to another Call of Duty video. In today's video, we're going to be going over some new information and potentially leaks about a Call of Duty game coming out this year. So Activision recently had an earnings call, and in there they talked about a game coming out in 2023. So this is kind of confusing, so buckle up, because this is a subject that we've talked about previously, but it has popped up again and stirred up some more confusion about this whole scenario, and Activision isn't really much help. In fact, they kind of made things worse today with some of their wording on this. So basically what we're talking about here is the fact that this year, we've known this for a little while now, it's been leaked, and we've had a lot of inside information saying that we will not be getting a new Call of Duty game this year. Basically that's it. We will be getting some sort of content in the Call of Duty universe, but we're not going to be getting like a full-blown new game, which in this case with the development cycle, it would be Treyarch. Treyarch would be up, it would have been 3 years for them since Cold War, and they would be up, next in line to deliver a brand new Call of Duty game coming out later this year. Well, we know that that's not actually the case. That has been leaked and said from a lot, and I mean a lot, of reputable sources saying that this year's game has been delayed, and so Treyarch's next game will not release until 2024. So it's giving them an extra year of development time. So instead, now they will have 4 years to develop this new game. Cold War 2, we've got some information, some leaks about that, but we're going to be covering that in another video. But basically, we have 4 years for this new game. And overall, the general consensus seems to be that yes, that sucks, but at the same time, it's probably for what's best for the game. Like this will be the first time a game like this has got 4 years of development, and so we can really see what happens with this game, and what 4 years can do with it. Because I'm really excited about that. So at least we got to look on the plus side about this. So what about this year's game? If they're delaying that game, does that mean that they're not going to be having a game come out this year? Well, apparently that is exactly that. Is that we weren't supposed to be getting a full game this year. But we have leaks and stuff. There was a lot of stuff going around, a lot of confusion in the community. We're apparently still supposed to get a game, quote unquote. We're still supposed to be getting some sort of giant Call of Duty content coming out later this year. But it's not going to be a full new game like we have had for the past how many years, like last 15 plus years. Every single year we've gotten a brand new game, and this year will apparently be the first year where they're taking a year off for that, which is interesting. But basically what we're talking about here, and to just make jump right into this, is that I'm going to be quoting Tom Henderson here. He says Activision reaffirms a full premium Call of Duty release for 2023, rumored to be by Sledgehammer Games. So according to Activision in their earnings call, we are going to be having a full premium Call of Duty release later this year. Okay, but then that literally goes against everything we've heard from all the leakers, all the insiders, literally everybody, and that everyone's like, wait, what? How are we going to be getting a full new Call of Duty game this year if it's not going to be by Treyarch, if Treyarch's game isn't coming out until next year? And then according to Tom Henderson here, he says that it's rumored to be by Sledgehammer Games. So it's like, wait, what? So you're telling me that Sledgehammer Games developed and published Vanguard in 2021, November of 2021, and then here they are in 2023, they're releasing a brand new game? Like, they've only gotten 2 years, so Treyarch got bumped up to a 4-year dev cycle, and Sledgehammer got demoted down to a 2-year? No. So it's not that way at all. They're not publishing a full game like Activision says here. Activision says a full premium Call of Duty release. So basically, like, to put matters simple here, they're only saying this essentially for their shareholders, but we know through insiders and everybody that when they say a full premium Call of Duty release, it's not the same as having a brand new Black Ops game come out. So I'm going to go ahead and just read off Tom Henderson's article here and go over some things with some leakers and insiders and stuff in the community. So here we go. Tom Henderson published an article on Insider Gaming. It says Activision reaffirms a full premium Call of Duty release for 2023. Activision has once again reaffirmed during its latest financial call that the publisher will be releasing a full annual premium release in the Call of Duty franchise in 2023. It was reported last year by Bloomberg's Jason Schreier that the Call of Duty will be skipping its 2023 release by Treyarch Games. During Activision's last financial call, however, the publisher announced that it will be launching a new premium title this year. Soon after, Schreier responded to an Activision statement saying that Call of Duty 2023 will be developed by Sledgehammer Games and is year 2 of Modern Warfare 2. He says Insider Gaming was able to corroborate within its own sources at the time that is indeed the case. Confusion as to what exactly a quote-unquote premium title entails has arisen because Activision earnings calls have named premium titles as $70 games, whereas a year 2 of DLC would suggest something different. Unfortunately though, and if true, Activision's premium title wording could suggest that this Modern Warfare 2 Year 2 will actually cost $70 rather than the likes of Zombie Chronicles $29.99 price tag, so $70 rather than $30. Activision's latest statement on this year's Call of Duty title: across the Call of Duty franchise, our teams are working to amplify the success of the fourth quarter with 2023 plans, including even more engaging live services across platforms and the next full annual premium release in the Blockbuster series. Okay, well, there we go. That's the end of his article. And and then Charlie Intel, of course, picked this up. They say Activision says there's a full annual premium release in the Call of Duty franchise launching this fall, and quoted this by saying, across the Call of Duty franchise, our teams are working to amplify the successes on the fourth quarter of 2023 plans, including even more engaging live services across platforms in the next full annual premium release in the Blockbuster series. And then Charlie Intel clarifies this is not a Treyarch game, and then says that Bloomberg reported last year that this fall's title would be an expansion to Modern Warfare 2 from Sledgehammer Games, but Activision keeps calling this fall's release a full annual premium release. Okay, it's also interesting here, Gaming Revolution, he actually joined in here, and I thought this was interesting. I wanted to include this in this video just as kind of like a different opinion here, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this in the comments down below. He says, this is why, he's quoting Charlie Intel's tweet here, why Modern Warfare 2's post-launch has been so poor thus far, LOL. So, kind of interesting there. He clarifies and goes on, he says, FYI, as far as we are aware, this is just the Modern Warfare 2 Year 2 thing that was rumored before. It seems like Activision will just market it as a brand new game with new multiplayer maps, weapons, Warzone map, and a Modern Warfare spin-off campaign by Sledgehammer Games. It's almost a new game anyways. These statements are probably best for shareholders, with all future games simply boot from the COD HQ that's engine is just continuously updated, or there will be simply be a new game launcher every 2 years or so. Will Treyarch's next game boot from it too? I just hope that with Treyarch's next game having a Year 2 isn't treated the way that Modern Warfare 2 currently is. That's the huge caveat of this new system. Releasing game expansions this way will surely save a lot of resources, since they don't have to build a game from the ground up every time and keep the systems and feel pretty much the same, but still have most of what you'd expect the new COD, probably less unique though. The thing is, a new Call of Duty game isn't just determined by the sheer amount of content, but by the feel and individuality of that game compared to its predecessors. But from the sounds of it, whatever this premium content is, won't be that. So there we go. I mean, he kind of sums it up nicely, though, is that, it sounds like basically, like everyone's saying here, that this is going to be just an expansion to Modern Warfare 2 made by Sledgehammer Games. So Jason Schreier, somebody actually tagged him in all this on Charlie Intel's tweets. This guy says, so at Jason Schreier, have the COD plans changed, or is it still an expansion like you've said many times before? And then he quotes himself from November 7th, 2022, where he says, see you again next earnings call, I guess. And then this guy says, LOL, fair enough. And then, of course, in there, he is also quoting himself when he says, see you next earnings call, I guess. He's quoting himself from even earlier, from August 2nd, 2022, when he says, for 2023, I'd expect new paid or premium content for Modern Warfare 2, not a brand new Call of Duty. Treyarch is leading the next mainline game, which was delayed to 2024, as Bloomberg reported earlier this year. And of course, we covered that in a video several months ago. Wow, August was actually really long ago. That feels weird to say. But we covered, all this information basically in a video back in August and September, where we talked about all of this. And we knew that even before Modern Warfare 2 launched that, this year we were going to be getting just an expansion to Modern Warfare 2. And so I even talked about this a little bit after I played through the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, and the campaign ended. I was like, okay, what are they going to do here? And in that video, I talked about it being, an expansion to the game. How are they going to continue the storyline? if this next game got delayed until 2024, so, Treyarch's next Black Ops game is delayed until 2024, and then after that, it ends up being a Sledgehammer Games dev cycle, right? So Vanguard 2 or whatever, in 2025. And then that means that Infinity Ward is not up again until 2026 for another Modern Warfare universe game. So, we're not going to be getting a Modern Warfare 3 or basically a conclusion to the storyline within this rebooted Modern Warfare series until 2026. Are you serious? That's still even 3 years from now. That's actually would be really crazy and kind of disappointing. But perhaps, we don't have to wait that long. Perhaps Sledgehammer is working on that expansion and we'll just finish off the storyline later this year in their own game expansion to Modern Warfare 2. So, like we're all saying here, it seems like everybody's back on the same page again, that, it's confusing as to why Activision is calling this a full premium release, basically suggesting that it's like a full brand new game when it is, I guess, like they're saying, like, yeah, it's going to have like new maps, new multiplayer maps, new Warzone map, and like a new campaign basically by Sledgehammer. So yes, I guess you could classify it as a new game, but it's not a new game in the same sense that, hey, Modern Warfare 2 was a new game compared to Vanguard, where instead this is literally just like building off of Modern Warfare 2 with new maps and like a new campaign and a new Warzone map. It's more akin to like a larger season or basically just an expansion. An expansion is the perfect way to describe this. So overall, I think it'd be very interesting. It is also interesting though too that, like they're saying with this like phrasing, that it's a premium release, suggests that it's going to be a $70 release rather than we kind of previously thought, okay, it's just going to be an expansion to Modern Warfare 2. And some of those previous leaks and rumors and stuff suggested that we were going to be getting basically just a giant remaster of all the original Modern Warfare 2 from 2009. All the multiplayer maps from that game are going to get remastered and put into this new Modern Warfare 2 game. But, it sounded like we were going to be getting tons of those, and potentially, the price of it was going to be like $40, $30 or $40 for an expansion, because, you already paid $70 at least to get Modern Warfare 2 in 2022. Why are you going to have to pay another $70 to get it again? Which also brings up the question too, how is that all going to work as well? Do you need to own Modern Warfare 2 already in order to play this expansion? Or do is this expansion going to count as its own thing? That's going to be interesting. How is that all going to work? Do you have to own both? So you're instead going to, in theory, have to pay $140 in order to play both campaigns and play the full suite of maps? Or is it going to be, like we're saying here, it's going to be the same game, I guess, but it's just going to take place with it, like it's going to be part of the same launcher, but it's going to be its own thing. So basically like how with Warzone and stuff, how Warzone is still part of the same game, still part of the same launcher, but Warzone is free. And so if you only get the free portion, you're going to have to pay to unlock, the Modern Warfare 2 campaign and Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. That's the most likely scenario for me, in my opinion, is that, Warzone is going to tie it all together or whatever, but it's just going to be locked content behind it as well. But then also, like I said, brings up the question though, okay, well, what about all these maps? Like, you're bringing in all these maps, and you got to pay for them apparently. $70 you got to pay for, but aren't those maps going to be part of Modern Warfare 2? So you're going to be paying like $70 for all these maps, and then you got to pay another $70 to actually play it within Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. I don't understand that, but hey, that's Activision's problem. They're the ones deciding to do all this. But I think that this thing could be a mess if they don't do it correctly. But overall, could be interesting. Lastly, I did see some interesting tweets as well. I saw somebody talking about basically what content this could be. And some people are saying, this guy, he says, only two possibilities I see for COD 2023. It can either be a Modern Warfare 3 or a Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered in IW9, and will go into the My Games hotbar in the COD HQ. Okay, so that's interesting. So what he's saying here by Modern Warfare 3, it could either be like Modern Warfare 3 as in like a story expansion to Modern Warfare 2 of like 2022, or I've also seen people talk about, what about if later this year the full premium release is Modern Warfare 3 Remastered? Because we've heard this, like with leaks and tons of different stuff previously, is that Sony is the one who contracted out the remasters with Activision. So apparently Sony was the one who almost like funded Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered, and they're the ones in charge of that. Yes, it was put available on Xbox and on PC, but apparently it was like Sony was the one who contracted that. Sony wanted the Modern Warfare trilogy to be remastered, and there's still rumors and there's still talk, stuff going around. People saying that Modern Warfare 3 Campaign Remastered is done. It's literally done, and it's been sitting on like hard drives basically within Activision for potentially years now. And we also heard that exact same thing about Modern Warfare 2. We heard that Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered was done, and that game was going to release back in, like 2018 is when that game was going to release. But then we know it didn't actually end up releasing until 2020. So it was literally done and ready to be shipped, and they didn't release it for another 2 years. So we've heard the same thing is apparently happening with this Modern Warfare 3 Campaign Remastered. Is that is done and just waiting. Activision is waiting for the right time to release it, which, I mean, personally, I'm like, what better time to release a Modern Warfare 3 Campaign Remastered than a year when you don't have a full, release, when you don't have a full game releasing? Why not release it this year? It makes perfect sense, especially because you're also building out the hype of, the fandom enjoying Modern Warfare 2, and, you're releasing another game within the Modern Warfare universe. I guarantee it's going to sell just as well as Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered did. And then lastly, I saw another interesting tweet. I just thought this was kind of funny. I don't think this is going to happen, but I want to throw it in here just, kind of as a what-if scenario. He says, this is Phantom Ice on Twitter, he says, imagine if Activision said F it, and the new premium release of 2023 was actually the OG Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered in all its glory. So personally, I mean, I took this as, in 2020, we got Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered. Well, what if, the premium release this year was Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered, and they just included multiplayer? They just dropped multiplayer for it. Because we also heard, that was another rumor back in the day, was that multiplayer was done, that multiplayer was remastered, but then they cut it because, and the reason they didn't have multiplayer within Modern Warfare 2 Remastered was that they didn't want to cannibalize players and sales from Modern Warfare 2019. Is because, if they put out basically Modern Warfare 2 remastered multiplayer, how many people are actually going to still be playing Modern Warfare 2019? Not many. Everyone's going to jump over, for nostalgia, and they're going to play Modern Warfare 2 remastered. So, it's just kind of a fun think tank, like, okay, what if they did release Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered later this year? That'd be really fun, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. So overall, it's very, kind of confusing, but just know basically we're better off where we are now. We don't have any new information now than we did even back in August. So, in a way, you can classify this video, we're going on 17 minutes now. It's almost pointless because we have almost no new information, and this is all just speculation and just kind of compilation of rumors and talk and stuff like that. But still, I just wanted to clarify this for you guys, because I'm sure some of you guys have seen this on Twitter and Reddit and stuff about this. Okay, well, what about this? We hear there's apparently a new game coming out later this year. Okay, well, this is, different from what we've heard previously. No, it's not actually, any different than what we've heard previously. It's literally the same thing, just worded a little bit different. That is it. We're still apparently not going to be getting a full Call of Duty game this year, just an expansion to Modern Warfare 2. So there we go, guys. I hope this video made sense. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you stuck around all the way here to the very end, thank you so much. I always appreciate it when you guys do that. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this in the comments down below. Give it a thumbs up if you have enjoyed, and get subscribed if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.